So I've been dabbling in making a webcomic for the last couple years. If you didn't already know I was doing this, well, now you do. I started it up in February 2023, and I took a hiatus from it while I was in trade school for the rest of that year. I started making pages again in 2024 when I was finished with school and less stressed out in life. So what is the webcomic about? Crystalline Dawn follows a group of dogs who roam a wild land after a government science operation goes haywire. All human life is evacuated from the region, but their primary tools, the dogs, are left behind. The two rival packs, known as the Canis Pack and the Outsiders, continue to fight for different things. The Canis Pack still wants to continue what the humans started and harness the power of mysterious gems. The Outsiders, however, are not so fond of continuing the project and want to stop the Canis Pack before they destroy more than what's already been ruined. If you remember way back when, I did attempt to make a YouTube series following this story under a different name, but it never would have worked out long term. When I started that project, I was going through major life changes and I was already playing around with editing and drawing for YouTube for fun, but I went way too deep into the internet to try and make the animation happen. Because apparently I thought escaping by overwhelming myself with several social media apps in connection to YouTube for a silly art thing was a smart move. They don't say young and dumb for nothing. Along with all of that, I knew basically nothing about good storytelling or how to implement character development and other important elements into my story. I'm still an amateur, but I have a greater understanding of how to tell a story than I did before. After some time had passed after quitting the first version, I wanted to do something with the story again. I still used the characters for PMVs and map parts here and there, and I found myself still loving the characters so much and wanting to do more. This is where I started exploring the idea of a webcomic since I didn't have the time, motivation, or the skill for a full animation. And even a PMV style series would have been more effort than I would want to put up with right now, especially with my job working 5 days straight every week. My channel has a little bit of everything, but I like it like that. It's a place for me to enjoy myself and express my love for different fandoms as well as different OCs through the content I create, and I think it's perfect as a hobby channel. I wouldn't change it. All that said, a webcomic seemed to be a low-stress project that I can do on my own time. There's really not the pressure of being spammed with comments like when's the next one or having to keep a team organized. And I recognize that more annoying comments could happen if the comic gets bigger, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Even then, I don't imagine, at least I hope I'll never be overwhelmed with the idea of creating comic pages when I want to. It's kind of basic when it comes to formatting and whatnot, but once again, this is merely a fun project, and you'll see me try new things with the style as it progresses. As you may have seen, I have supplemental PMVs and such. I'm trying to do a few more separate lore cards where I feel like they're important, such as the meanings of the gem colors or careers within the dog packs. I'm also working on a PMV that's basically the prequel to the main story, and I can't wait to get this bad boy done for everyone to see. So yeah, this was just a really simple, kind of vague, but again, I just wanted this to be an overview on the project, so if you want to start diving into the story, I'll have a link in the comments below. It's free to read on Webtoon. Also, if you want more video snippets where I talk about the project, let me know and leave a suggestion for what I should talk about. Thanks for tuning in, I'll see you in my next video, take care.